Welcome back, beautiful people. In today's tutorial, I'll be taking you through how to cut and sew a bishop collar. And if this is what you will be interested in learning, kindly stay tuned and watch. I'll be cutting it using paper before I transfer it to the main fabric. The first thing is to measure around your neck, like round your neck. By this time, you'll have sewn your back, joining your shoulder to each other, and have your both front piece and back piece joined together and your neck in one place. So you measure it around, and the measurement you have is what we use to cut this. Then you fold your paper in bias fold like this. Fold it like triangle, like you do see me do here. Then after folding it, then the measurement you have round, for me I have 16.25 as my round measurement for the neckline. So I will divide it by 2. So what you have there is what you will use to cut it. So since our paper is in fold, so it works. So we measure what we have on the paper and we mark where it works, where it stopped. So that particular mark that we marked, we place our tip on the edge like I'm doing here. You place it to that marked line to know what you have when you get there. Whatever measurement you have there, you take it around like I'm doing here. Just take it around like that. Then you place your ruler, the cuff area, and you use it to cuff that marked line together, join it together like I'm doing here. Then you bring your tape to check if the measurement is still what you want. After getting it, then you place your collar length, the height of your collar. For me, I'll be working with 1 inch. You can work with whatever measurement you want, but for me, I'll be working with 1 inch. So I'll mark the 1 inch round, then use my cuff ruler to curve it also like the way I'm doing. Just do it like that as I'm doing here, and then you connect the lines together. You can use your tape to check the measurement to be sure that it's accurate. Then do your thing there. Then when you get to the point, the midpoint, look for the midpoint to create that curve at the edge, the curve that we show at the middle. So you create the curve, you can just put 0.5 by the top, then by the midpoint, then you curve it in as you see me do. So from that edge, just curve it like that. Then you cut. The next thing is to cut it on the paper stay. I'm using the soft one here. So we're cutting it, but here we'll be adding 0.5 inches allowance around the collar. So you had it at the top, by down, and by this side around as you see me do here. After cutting it out from the paper stay, then we fold our own fabric, the main fabric for the collar. Then we cut it using the paper stem that we've added 0.5 inches allowance. So we cut it out like, but we need 2 of it to make the collar. We use it to turn it over. So we're cutting 2 of the main fabric and we are cutting it out now. Then after cutting it out, you also get the paper stay. You also do it, you cut another paper stay for it. Then we gum the shiny part, that's the one we will gum on the main fabric. So we go straight to the iron, then iron it on it. So this is the end product after ironing it. The paper stay now is on the main fabric, but then there's an arrow showing that the part that is going up. So I've already placed the arrow using the paper, then I've placed the one facing up. So the first thing we do is to face the up and up for each and sew it on top to the side. So we place it on each other, then sew. I'll find the midpoint before sewing. So this is the look after sewing it around. After you've sewn it around, you fold it into 2. Then you cut out a little bit at the edge like I'm doing here. Cut it out to know the midpoint. Then after cutting it out, then we can now go straight to the fabric, to the main fabric we are sewing it to. Also on the main fabric, you find the midpoint, you attach it together like I'm doing, then you find the midpoint and you also cut it out so that you make sure they align. Both middle for the main fabric and the collar and lines. Then before you start joining them, you can use your pin to hold them down. This is what I mean by aligning it together. Can you see? You align it together like this, then use your pin to hold it like that. You hold them together, then you place one side of your collar, you place it, not the both side, you place just only one side. Then you take it around the neck using your pin to hold them down to make sure they are intact before you now take it straight to your machine and sew it. I'm really sorry that the video is not really showing the side, but I hope you understand what I mean. When you get to the tip like here, just ensure that both tip aligns. If it doesn't align, if you need to lose it out, you can lose it out to make sure they align. After you've pinned them around like this, then you sew it down on the machine before we now sew the next one to cover it all. This is what it looks like after joining the first one. The next thing now is to use our iron to fold it. Fold this second part on it by 1/2 inch. But by now you should have trimmed any bulky side away before you do that closing. So use your pin, then you iron and you pin as you do that, folding it in by 1/2 inch. Then you sew it down. This is the final look. So if you want to put your button, your press button, any type of button you want, by now you'll have done that. Thanks for watching. Kindly like, subscribe and share.